Welcome to Montoya Adventures. I'm Kim.
I'm Ron.
And today we are going to be working on the outside of our 1996 Dutchman Classic 30-foot travel trailer.
That was a good one.
So this is part one of our exterior repairs series. And Ron is going to be working on replacing the molding using lap sealant.
It's a self-leveling lap sealant for the roof.
And we're going to show you just some of the things that need to be done for upkeep on the roof and the exterior. This is an old travel trailer, so there's lots of oxidation. We're going to show you how to polish it and remove the oxidation.
What product we're using, what we recommend, and what's going to be the before and afters of each project. So it'll be fun, and can't wait for you to join us and watch.
Yep. Thank you. Hello and welcome. First, we're going to use the bed of our truck to lift up our power washer.
Hello.
Teamwork is one of the things that make us a great married couple adventuring together. So here we're lifting up our power washer into the bed of a truck. It just seemed like a good idea. We needed to get it high enough so that Ron could get on the roof with it, and it's heavy, so we didn't want to put it on a table, or really the bed of the truck just became the best option. So he's going to get it started, and then I'm handing him the sprayer. He's going to climb up with the ladder onto the top of the trailer very, very carefully. Walk carefully if you go up on the roof of your trailer, and he's going to gently spray it down. On the outside the roof for this video. He has the gentlest jet stream nozzle on right now as well. Sorry. And a final rinse off the sides to get the crud that fell down. Alright, so he's got the top all rinsed off, and we're going to let it dry and see if it's clean enough or if we're going to need to scrub it. And then what's the next step?
Then we're going to, once we scrub it and get it clean and dry, we're going to put on some of the RV sealant, the non-leveling, to put a border around the area, and then we'll fill it in with the self-leveling so it doesn't just run off everywhere.
And that goes in all the joints and cracks and around all of the screws up there, correct?
Yes, and there's existing lap sealant already on there for self-leveling, and then we'll, it'll fill in those cracks, and it'll be good to go.
Then we roll the top with
Yeah, once that dries and cures, we'll roll the top with a new coat, and it'll look brand new.
So that's going to be... Today we are going to be working on taking off oxidation off the travel trailer. It's old, so it gets all grungy, and see that? See what it does on his hands? And so we're going to try to eliminate that. So he's already washed it down, and we're going to use this Meguiar's one-step compound and try to clean it. So here we go.
You're going to cut it in compound to get the oxidation out, and we'll put a polish on it to shine it up. It won't look perfect, but it's going to look a lot better than it used to.
Start by making an X on the buffing pad with the compound. Now this is a really important step, and you don't want to skip it, and we will show you why in a minute here.
Then we'll go up and down here. You don't want it to dry.
And what kind of pad are you using?
This is a wool pad.
Okay.
It helps for cutting.
So we're trying to cut off all the grime, the oxidation, and then we'll come back, wipe this off, and it will polish it, correct?
We'll use a polisher.
We'll use a polisher. Hey there, now we're going to check on what Ron's doing. He's worked on this entire section, and you can see it's like shiny, and it doesn't oxidize on you. So he's just rubbing that all down.
Rubbing the remnants off of it. Getting all the compound that you put on there, and oxidation, wiping it with the terry cloth, or microfiber cloth, to get all the remnant of the compound off, which leaves the shine, and then we'll polish it.
And it looks so much better already. So he's doing the back, we're going to do the sides and the front, and so we'll show you some more details on that as we go. This is kind of what it looks like before it's done. It's hard to get an angle on here, but it's really dull and yucky. And then after it's done, I mean, look how much that polished up, just even the name. And if you're coming from this side, you can see how shiny it is.
Oxidation's gone.
Oxidation's gone. So now Ron's going to work on this side, and he's doing it in the shade because this stuff dries really fast, and so he's trying to get it done before the sun hits it.
You never do it in the sun, because sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
It'll dry out fast and it won't work properly.
Right. And we're in Arizona and it's already...
more into the paint even more when it's dry.
Oh, gotcha. And it's already getting hot out here, even though it's only the end of, first day of March. So, there you go. So he rubs it on like that
and
again.
if you don't pay attention, this is what will happen. You accidentally hit it. You hit the button,
Splattered
it'll
all over.
fly around everywhere. So don't be a Ron.
So you got to rub that on there a little bit and then start the buffing process. Work in a small, about 2-foot section and go horizontally back and forth first, and then go vertically up and down in a small section. There's different size buffers. There's smaller ones that have like a 4-inch kind of.
6-inch, 7-inch, 8, 9, and 10.
This is just one we had for our boat, so it's working just fine. He just got a new
10-inch orbital buffer.
And you got a wool pad
And a
to
wool pad
take off this.
Yes, it's for, the wool is for deep cutting with the compound to get more oxidation off versus a regular buffing pad.
Perfect. Like, it's a huge difference right here. You can see like the shine of the, by the Dutchman word and then how dull it is next to it. Should be able to see it on the video, I would think. Yeah. What do you think, Ron?
I think it's coming out good. It's just taking a little time. It's, you know, definitely some elbow grease, if you will, and makes a big difference, you know. And then we'll, like I said, we'll polish it, and then it'll really stay that way for a while. You just got to polish it a few times a year.
Next project Ron started tackling is removal of these old weather stripping or molding strips. And they came off pretty easily. He just had to pull them off. And then he's going to tighten all of the nuts and bolts that are behind them.
Tighten them up.
So one of the things that we're doing is replacing this, it's like weather stripping along the edges of the trailer. So Ron's just pulling this one in. And what are you saying one of the more difficult parts of it is?
Is when the bolts are in there, what secures these together is putting, sometimes they're not put in straight in and they're at an angle, so they kind of cockeye. But this you can pinch and it goes over it and you can't tell. So this looks actually really good.
It looks really good.
And smooth. And then
he's got to fill this one in. It's just got bolts that have
and it has the old ones in there, so
he's got to take that out.
Take that out real quick, and it's really simple to do. So don't be afraid of it.
And what did we find this on Amazon? And it was like?
It was like under 20 bucks.
Okay.
For a 50-foot roll.
Perfect. On this corner, he just had to remove the old piece by loosening the bolts.
So you just pinch it, and it goes right in. It seats right in.
Awesome.
And sometimes you'll have little marks there, but we'll fix that in a minute. It's because this part is bent right there. You probably can't see with the camera angle, so it's pinching right off of there. And
I knew that little paint can key was going to be so handy.
mm-hmm.
So he's just finishing tucking that in, and he will cut the length of the bottom, and it will be finished. Added some sealant to the corner. Let's see what Ron is up to on the rooftop.
I'm just up here sealing the little cracks and crevices from the lap seal that was dried, and then I'll go over it with the actual lap seal. This is just a ProFlex RB sealant. It's awesome stuff and something I recommend.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go up on top of the roof, and I'm going to use some of this to goof off to get some of the old lap sealant, dirt, grime, oil, clean it up so that way the lap sealant, the new lap sealant I'm putting on, which is right here. This is awesome, really good stuff, and it's just going to go right over the old stuff and fill in the cracks, self-leveling, and it's pretty quick.
Okay, so up he goes onto the top of the RV, and again, walk carefully up there, and he's just using a little bit of goof off and a rag to just get some of the residual grime and dirt that's been sitting up there for all of this time. And I'm going to go ahead and get the new sealant popped open for him, because I'm super helpful like that. I have punctured open, and now I'm going to bring it up to Ron on all the way up there. But can I just put it here?
Yep.
I gave you a new towel too. Thank you, wife.
So I'm going to be finishing up this lap seal on this one here. This is, you just basically put some in there and it will self-level. I know this isn't the best angle, but you fill in these cracks and then you just kind of work it in there. You don't have to do the whole thing, we're just filling in, you know, where it's or it's cracked, you know, and the bolts and things like that. You don't got to put a lot. And it should be good there. I think that should be pretty good. You don't have to do everything, just enough to make it. I'm trying to do it so I can show you guys. Well, that's pretty much it. It'll level out, you know, in time. We'll just do some over here too. Well, that's what I did there. It's gonna level out here soon. This takes a little bit. And I put some other RV sealant there where it stops. And did some there, all around. I'm putting more of this molding in. It's really easy to do. If I see this angle.
Oh, the sun's behind you.
You just, basically you're just pinching it and it slides right in the grooves. And it just goes right in. It's really, really simple.
And you got it on Amazon?
Yep. It's cheap.
So we'll link that below.
And we'll put that in the description for you. On the links below, as she said. Something like that. Whatever you call it. But it just...
Sorry. I can probably get the knitting because it's not this side.
It just goes right in. Occasionally you might have a piece of the metal pinched in, and I'm using this. You can use a flathead screwdriver and you just pry it out a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, so it's not pinched in, and then it'll go right in. But you can see how it's uniform, pretty nice. And you're basically just pinching it in there. Really, really, really simple. When you're putting this on, it looks like it would go this way, but it actually goes upside down.
Get closer so you can see.
Yep. So it goes this way. It's rolled up this way. You would think it would just go in like that, but it actually goes in this way.
Like that center bevel needs to
Yep.
face
So
out.
it makes that, you know, so it goes in like as such. You know? And then it'll fit in there.
Okay, thanks for watching. We're going to stop there today, and part 2 is going to be out within a week, and that will show the finishing of the top. We have to get some more of the self-leveling
Self-leveling lap sealant, Dicor.
and that'll be in the description below if you want to get that. We also need to get the stuff to roll on the top,
Yes.
and
That's the roof coating.
roof coating, and any other finishing things. So in the meanwhile, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave us a comment if you like, and thank you for following Montoya Adventures.
See ya.